Welcome back to another episode of the Cast Patrol podcast. You're joined as always by myself, Mick, Jimmy, and Age. Another week done in Rugby League, and I've got to say, it's one of the craziest seasons I've seen in a long time.
100%, Mick. There's only 11 weeks left in the NRL regular season, and between 5th Broncos and 16th Rabbitohs, there's only 2 wins in it.
Not including the Titans?
Don't worry about the Titans. They're
done?
last.
Rule them out?
You can put a line through them, but I think everyone else, there is a chance they can make the 8. And that top 4, Bulldogs, Raiders, Storm, Warriors, they look like they're
close to locked
almost
in.
certain.
Yeah.
Minimum 24 points there. Couple more wins and they're safe. What about you, Jimmy? Your Cowboys? Is Toddy on his last string there? Like, what's happening?
Seems that way. He's made a few changes this week, so we'll see how we go. But
He's finally put Clifford back.
Yeah, Cliffo's back in, but yeah, it's been a tough watch, I think, the last month.
Yeah, Origin doesn't help
Yeah,
you guys. What is it? 5 players out and not everyone
Origin
backing
doesn't
up.
help, a few suspensions, but the way we're going, it's just not good enough at the moment. So
Even South has been a grim period for us. We have to verse all the top 4.
So frustrating.
And we're just getting close. Every game's been
last
within
week
6
you guys
points,
were
you
right
know?
there.
We should have beat Melbourne.
Probably
We
should
got
have
really
beaten them.
close.
Yeah.
Just couldn't ice the game off.
It's just those little moments, like we against the Warriors, we lose by 6 to like the Storm, like you said, goal and point.
Like
And
you were in the game
week
against the
4,
Raiders 2 weeks ago.
the Bulldogs, we
Dogs
lost on
were
goal
close.
kicking.
The Raiders game, we were winning that first half. Then 5 minutes before, we just choked.
It's just
and it went downhill from there. So
It sucks,
We're
but-
there and abouts. There's a lot of effort being put in. But I got to say, we don't win this week against Dolphins. Get the pencil out. Put a line for
Wow.
us. Because
It's a tough- it's not
we
an
need
easy
to win.
game, though.
No.
We need to win
Dolphins
this
going
one.
well.
We go into the bye, and then
Yeah.
we've got Panthers after that. So
No, we got Seagulls.
We have Seagulls, and I think then Panthers after that.
Seagulls,
Panthers
bye,
are coming up.
Panthers. But that is
Yeah.
a good point because if you want to be fed income and you want to try and make finals, beating Seagulls and Dolphins shouldn't
Yeah,
be.
sorry. And next week, Seagulls have no Origin players because Cherry's not playing anymore.
yeah.
That's
so
true.
it's going to be tough for us.
But Souths have fielded their best team all year.
Yeah,
this
100%.
week.
Cody's back.
Everyone's back.
Campbell's
Fit.
back.
Yeah.
You got your centers, White and Stretch, wingers, AJ, Munro.
Yeah.
Pete's
Keon's
back.
there.
Cody's back.
Yeah,
Are you
everyone's
gonna,
back.
Are you going to tip your own team?
Steve, you'll see later, Jim.
Okay.
That's for later
Yeah,
in the
all
preview.
right, okay.
So what do we reckon here? Like, Broncos are in 5th at the moment. Like, they are very lucky to be there. It could have been a completely different story.
I don't know if they're lucky. I think it's just there's been so many teams that just haven't been good and been so inconsistent. Like even the Sharks at one point, they were flying. Now they're 6 behind the Broncos. Remember Roosters? Everyone was ruling them out at the start of
Yeah.
the year. And then
And
class
now they
prevails. They're there.
Yeah, and Sammy Walker to come back in a
Well,
month.
didn't Broncos lose like 5 of their last 6 or something?
Something
Yeah.
crazy. And we
Like,
had
they
that.
were
We had the
just-
potty called Broken Broncos.
5 out of the
Broken
last 6 and now
Broncos.
they're still 5th.
Even
Like,
Panthers, like everyone wrote them off. They're 8th on 17 points. Like,
But I think with Brisbane,
crazy.
they're one of those teams where when they get hot, like when they get going, they're hard to beat.
well, you
Like,
they
could
we
have
saw
a
that
lot
on
of,
the
lot of
weekend.
strike power.
On the weekend, like
Yeah.
once they got going in that second half, they were
Yeah.
running down.
I think it helps now they've got Walsh, Mam, and Reynolds there. The
Yeah.
final missing piece is having Ben Hunt at hooker, and they're pretty much going to be hard
Sharks
to
were
beat.
in control of that game before Toia on the bell of half time. Did that silly trip, got Simbin, and then
Yeah.
literally just they were done after that.
No need for that.
And you got teams like Dolphins who are in good form besides that last game. Seagulls who are trying to
Manly
reamp
are
their
just-
season with Turbo in the centres,
Don't know
Garrick
what's
Wing.
going on there. Yeah,
Feels like their club's in turmoil. Like everything's just falling apart.
But like they're only 1 win off the 8. So like you can't really rule them out either. And then Dragons are still there, not playing great to be fair. And you got Cowboys, Knights somehow still in contention.
Yeah, remember how bad
Tigers,
Knights were
even
going?
Eels are in contention if they go on a little streak.
if it was get going,
I feel like if you can string 2 to 3 wins together over the next like sort of period, it's enough to just jump into the 8 and just try and stay there.
Another thing that's very close this year is Rookie of the Year. Usually it's always someone, the front runner like Lockie Gow.
It's always a standout.
Jacob Preston. But this year, it's actually pretty close. You got the likes of Toia, Iongi, Humphreys, Marky Mark, Halasima, Paddy, even Hamish Stewart is a chance.
Yeah.
Who do you reckon will get Rookie of the Year?
It's hard to go past Toya at this stage.
He played State of Origin.
Mate, he played Origin.
Origin
he's
in your
held his
first
own.
year of
Yeah.
footy is incredible.
Yeah.
Someone who I feel bad for was Tamale, who got injured.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was-
up there in one of the favourites to
He was
win it, I
leading the
reckon.
tackle bus.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was killing it.
Like one I would say that's really, really close is Marky Mark, but I'm also like, should he be considered a Rookie of the Year?
I know, because he
a
like
rookie
came
to
from
the NRL.
rugby, but yeah, he's an NRL
Like,
rookie. So
should he be classified as a rookie?
under the rules, he does count.
I understand that,
As a
but
player in NRL.
But they say people in Super League, if they play 7 games, then they don't count as rookie.
I understand, but it's a whole different code. So
Yeah, I guess so.
You got to
Different
let
game.
him win it.
Either way,
But-
he's been super impressive. I'm really liking Iongi. I don't know if he'll win it. He's my tip, but I just think they favour sometimes spine players. And what he's been doing for Para recently has been unbelievable. He's a big reason why their form's turned
And there's
around.
still 11 weeks to go, so this could be a big part of it. If someone goes on a mad run, like if Marky Mark gets to 20 tries,
Can't get
he will be
suspended
very
as
close.
well.
Can't get suspended. I'll be going Marky Mark as a bit of a cheeky one there.
I'm going to go Toia.
Yeah, I think Toya's the favourite. He should get it.
Toia should get
Just
it.
based on like his accolades, like
plays
Origin 11
Origin
games
in his
at
first
grade,
year,
like
He's played Origin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Iongi, but I think Toia should be the leading favourite.
incredible. Yeah, it's very close this year. Speaking of winners, records, all that stuff, Alex Johnston, he's 7 tries away from beating the top NRL try scorer of all time.
Yeah.
Overtaking Ken Irvine. Needs 7 more.
So Ken
Crazy to
Irvine's got the record at minute 212?
I think it's 212.
212, and
212,
AJ's
yeah.
gone for 213. So he needs 7 more tries to go outright. So I think AJ has been doing the numbers, and he's done the calculations when it might happen.
I've been crunching the numbers. So
Yeah.
if AJ scores a try in every one of his games, leading up to round 23 Titans, that will take him to the equaling the record if he scores against Titans. But I think he'll get a double in that game, and I'm calling him to break the record.
scored
They're going to
4
swarm the field
He
at
scored 4
Seabus.
last week, though.
I know. He could even get it
He
earlier.
could get in 3 rounds.
He'll get it earlier. But my thing is, if they don't get it that week, it'll be at Allianz against Eels.
Yeah.
And that will be the best moment
Indigenous
to swarm the
round,
field.
that's huge.
That's a good omen.
My guess is I think it's round 22. We play the Broncos at Suncorp Stadium.
Yep.
It's where he debuted in 2014 and he scored his first try. So I think it's a full circle moment that he comes back and does
that
it.
is
Yeah.
better than my omen.
It's
I
better
like that
for his
one.
record.
Well,
I
I
like it.
stumbled across the Instagram page.
Yep.
Storm the field for AJ.
Yep.
So wherever it is, looks like they're going to storm the
Will
field.
you be going to Seabus if it's at Titans?
Probably not.
Allianz?
Allianz, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
If he's like, I don't know, 2 tries away and he's at Allianz,
Yeah.
You got to
have
start going to the games.
I think you have to go to the
yeah.
game.
Yeah, 100%. Like he can
Right.
score in bunches,
But do you reckon
which is
they'll
why he's so
actually
good.
storm the field?
I think so.
I think so. Like we saw Buddy Franken at the
Yeah,
Swans
what,
for kicking
That'd be
1,000.
nuts.
goals? Yeah.
That'd be gnarly as.
So I don't think anyone will get near it. Like,
Yeah.
Khan Pereira's got the fastest to 50, but,
Yeah.
you know, he's so far off
He's
it,
still
you know?
20. Sorry, I looked at it. He's got like the fastest 50, but at his age right now, AJ had 20 more tries.
Okay, there you go.
Like, think about how hard it is to get 20 tries.
And it's
Yeah.
AJ's timing and finishing just makes him such a great winger. Like, I know he's not great out of his own end, but the way he just times that run and then Trell's right to left pass.
Clockwork.
Absolute clockwork.
Seriously.
Bang, bang,
Try
next,
time.
next. Yeah.
So good.
So insane. He'll get it this year. It's just a matter of when if he's fully fit.
Mm.
If you want to back winners with us on Dabble,
Yep.
that's where all our tips are. We do live streams there. We had a massive winner. You would have seen it. Our collab reel with
Stirrup
Dabble.
Cup.
Stirrup Cup at what, 550?
Yeah, 5 to 1.
I think
He's a
everyone-
great winner.
Yeah, everyone put like $25 on. So if you
They're
want
good
to
fun.
join the fun, join us on Dabble. Use the code Castle Patrol, link in the bio.
Just a reminder, what's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. All right, boys, round 17 preview. Gee, it's been quick. It's come around quick.
Yeah, there's only 11 rounds left. It's nearly
Blinking, you
gone.
missed it.
He
stuff.
is flying.
We
I
got
can't
a
believe it.
little finals fever, a bit of finals preview here as well. There's some good games this week.
Yeah.
We're going to unpack it right now.
Well, kicking it off, Panthers 215, Bulldogs $1.75, Combank
You
Stadium.
could say game of the round. If it's
Yeah,
not
I
this
think
one,
looking
so.
forward to this one.
could even be that Storm.
Perfect for Thursday
Storm
night footy.
Sharks. Oh, great start to the week.
Panthers have won 7 in a row against the Dogs. Obviously
Yeah.
had the wood over them, but half that Penrith team that beat the Dogs are on the Dogs team.
Exactly.
So,
And Dogs are a different team this year. They're winning the comp, 28 points. It's going to be a cracking game.
Yeah, I think it's a test for both teams, right? Penrith, we're going to see whether or not they're contenders this year.
Yep.
And
if
then-
they can get that 5-peat.
If they can beat the Dogs, like obviously one of the heavyweights, and then for the Dogs, I think this will be a good test for them to see sort of where they're at as well in terms of the season. So
Yeah. Like they're first at the moment. If they beat Panthers, gives people a lot more confidence.
Yeah.
They can beat these good teams. Fully strength teams, both sides.
Yeah.
Like not too many injuries. Sorensen's out,
all the
but
Origin boys back on deck.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Cleary's groin seems to be fine.
for me, I think Panthers have been good. Like, obviously, had a massive win in New Zealand, but
Yeah.
we got to remember where the Dogs are. They're sitting pretty at first. They've beating teams with or without their origin stars, full strength team like Age has alluded
Their
to.
defense is unreal.
Unreal.
As well,
Yeah.
so.
Be a good
I
game.
can see both sides, but I'm tipping Bulldogs on this one.
I'm going to go Panthers.
I think I flipped the coin earlier and it landed on Panthers. Like,
Yeah.
I can feel an upset.
Yeah.
It's a close one, and I don't know, seeing the young Panthers team last week get a win in New Zealand.
Especially New Zealand.
They get
yeah.
all their origin players back. It's got to give them a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
And, if Cleary's in his form and Edwards is in good form, I think they can sneak a win here.
Yeah, I'm going to go Panthers.
There you go. Next game, Manly $1.46 versus Tigers $2.75. I feel like it's a bit of a danger game for Manly, despite the stats here that they've won 6 of the last 7 against Tigers.
Both teams haven't been great recently. Like,
They haven't.
Manly's last month of footy, not great.
Not good.
but they've done all the changes.
but I
in
will
their
say
team.
Tigers, like, although they've been losing games, they've been actually in the fight. Like against
Yeah.
the Raiders, they were in it
That
all the way to
second
the
half.
end.
Yeah,
Great
they're-
second half.
Like I said, if you're a Tigers fan, I think it's a good time to look ahead into the future and you'll be excited. Like looking at last week's game when Latu came on, like how he straightened up the attack, and like you've obviously got Luai there, Bulle out the back, Appy.
Yeah, you got players like Heath Mason, Bolle, Stafford Toia. They're all doing great, but they got to get wins on the board. And I think they can upset Manly. I haven't liked what I've seen from Manly. They've been disappointing, and I put them on my no-go list. So I'm going Tigers for an upset.
Wow, huge. I just think this is it for Seagulls. Like they have their full strength back line. They've rejigged it around.
Yeah, no
They're-
Olak though. Still missing
I
that
know.
piece, but
They're at home.
they're at home.
There's a lot to like. I'm gonna go Manly just.
Yes, Jimmy.
Yeah, I'll go Manly at 4 points.
I like it. There we go. So I'm going Tigers. You two, Manly.
All right, Saturday Arvo, Broncos $1.52, Warriors $2.55, Suncorp Stadium.
Oh man, I don't know. This
Warriors
is
last
really
week were
tough.
poor. They were poor.
Like
last
Warriors
week.
were
Very
so
bad.
good up until that point though. Like,
It was, you know what it was? The
and
turning
it's
point.
Metcalf. That's what you're gonna say. Eh?
Yeah.
That quad injury or whatever.
He was
had.
injured, right?
Cork.
He was playing injured. He couldn't really run.
The thing
And
with Metcalf
that's
is
his
he
whole
reminds me
running-
of
that's
like
his
the
whole game.
2018 like Warriors when SJ was their whole attack, and like
Yeah.
Metcalf's top of the Dally M carried them to where they are. It showed as soon as he was out of the game, they had
Their attack
no
was
attack,
bad.
no attack.
Because they're so reliant on his running game and threat and ball skills. Like, and he couldn't even kick properly. Like his leg was in bits. So with that risk, I'm going to be going Broncos.
If
Even though they've only beat Warriors 4 times in the last 10 matchups.
I think if Broncos can turn it on like they did in the second half and play that the whole way through,
Yeah.
they're a danger of like doing some damage this
Ezra
season.
Mann's good for their attack as well. Like he controls that left.
Yeah.
Reynolds is a little maestro, and then Reece Walsh is playing great with that.
I think it's
Yeah.
helped as well carrying him back to lock. So
It's definitely
I think it, like when he was in the front row, he was doing heaps of work, but he was also doing ball playing too.
Yeah.
So he's doing both and double handling it. Now it's just like, no, Paddy, go back to what you do best at lock. Let Jensen and like Willison just do some of the tough carries.
Bro, Haas, unbelievable. With that injury, back, groin,
Whatever
quad,
it is.
thigh, whatever it was. He
he's
doesn't
a
care.
machine.
Strapped it up, went back out
He's a
there.
machine.
He was still a menace.
Haas is doing the work of like some teams' front rows. So like, I'll read you his stats last week just so you can picture. He played 58 minutes.
Yep.
So not full game.
Through injury as well.
Yeah.
Backing
had
up from Origin.
21 runs for 200 metres.
Huge.
So 10 metres a run.
Yep.
Yeah.
86 post contact.
Yeah.
Standard.
And then
Heaps of
9
offloads and
tackle
tackle
bars,
breaks.
6 offloads,
Yeah.
1 missed tackle, and 40 tackles.
He's just the best bloke in the game.
He's a machine.
He actually adds
He's the
up for
best.
2 front rowers. That's how they can get away with it.
Yeah, he's incredible. So I'm going Broncos.
Yeah, I think I'll go
Broncos.
This is the week the Wars win, though.
Yeah.
When we all tip Broncos,
Yeah.
they go back to their top 4
They go back
Wars.
to their shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next game, Dragons $1.65, Eels $2.25.
Oh, this
This is a flip of the coin
This is
stuff.
a spicy one because you got Lomax against his old club,
Yeah.
and then you got Gutho against his old club. So no, 2 big names.
Yeah.
It's going to be juicy.
This is flip of the coin.
This is
territory.
really tough.
Eels played so well on Sunday.
How good's
against the
Dino
Titans.
going?
Footy Dean.
Footy
unreal.
Dean, yeah.
Oh, mate.
He's the
Massive
Byron
raps to
specialist.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Finally scored his
'Cause
first
now,
try for
yeah, he scored
Para.
his first try. He
Yeah.
had a hand in a few.
Yeah.
And now he's got the 7 until Moses is back. So
Yeah.
it's a good chance
They get
for him.
Dylan Brown
This
back
is what
this
they bought
week.
him for.
Yeah.
Brown back. But yeah, it was crazy. Like Papali, however they say it,
Yeah.
and Hawkins played probably their best game as a halves compared to
Yeah.
like Moses and Brown and whoever else was there. Like I think that was the best combo.
Iongi was great too. He had
Yeah.
3 try assists. And
Junior
even
Barlow's been
I was about to
good.
Been in
say, he's
form.
turning back the
Yeah,
clock.
Jack Williams playing good.
Yeah. They got a good side.
Lomax is good. Yeah.
In saying that, Dragons are coming fresh off a bye, and they get Tuipulotu back on the wing, and like Jaden Sewer's back as well.
Yeah.
So two big inclusions for him. I'm leaning towards Dragons on this one, just for the fact that like I did my tips after team list now, so
Yeah.
I've seen the ins, and
So you going Dragons?
yeah, I'm going Dragons just. But
I'm
this
going to
is
go Para.
I'll go Para as well. I think they can.
Yeah.
They got a bit of momentum. They can keep it going. Yeah, and I don't know, Flano and King Togia, they're just not. It's not working for them.
There's a bit of in the media about
Yeah,
Flano and...
there's a lot of talk about Flano. Should Flano play son Flano?
Shane Flanagan's come out and said,
Yeah.
"Oh, he's not the issue." Blah blah blah.
A few TikTok creators having their say, getting
yeah.
banned and whatnot. It's there's a lot going
Bit
on.
of feedback going around.
Ilias is putting pressure on him. He's playing good
I
for
think
the
they've
cup.
won. I saw something today. Is it 7 in a row?
Yeah.
Dragons Cup side.
Something like that because
Yeah.
Ilias is doing good stuff, so he's putting pressure on.
him and the 5'8", forgot his name.
Jonas Glover.
That's it.
Yeah, so
Killing it, those two.
All right, so Eels, Dragons for
Dragons.
Mick. Yeah,
Next game, Dolphins $1.57, Rabbitohs 2.40.
I can't believe Dolphins are favourite in this one. I thought it'd be like a bit more even spread or even lean towards South.
Dolphins have been good though.
been good.
Besides
Take out
week.
last week. They've been
putting
the form
they've been
team of the
putting
comp.
points on.
It's
They
true.
can score points,
Yeah,
and we're not the greatest
South
defensive team.
leak a bit of points.
But I'm loving the team that we put out. It's the strongest team we put out all year,
Yeah,
which is why I'm going to finally tip my
No
boys.
way.
I've worn the jersey.
it's a first for the year.
I can be proud to say I'm tipping Rabbitohs this
Thank
week.
you, Age.
Huge.
Well done.
It's a good team, you know. You got Cody Walker's back. Campbell Gray's back. He's going to be crucial to locking up Herbie.
Peter Mamo.
Yeah.
Peter Mamo off the bench. And then Keon's playing unreal. We got Trell in great form. Our wingers are scoring tries.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think if we can match them in the forwards, because they're a bit skinny at the moment with all the injuries, that's going to be our way through the front door. So, yeah, going south.
I think I'm going to go the Dolphins. If you take, like we said, if you take away last week, I think they've been probably the informed team of the comp. Kurtoa is just unbelievable. Bostock's a huge loss. I feel sorry
Yeah.
for Bostock.
Yeah, it's
He
a
was probably the informed winger.
Yeah, he was unreal. And they lost a few middle. Who were the middles they lost?
Well, I was about to mention that.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Dolphins
Plath, Gilbert,
middle, they're
Safidi.
Flegler.
Flegler.
even-
So Feedy,
They lost
another one
Kafusi for 6 weeks now as well.
Yeah,
So
Kafusi, that was the other one. Yeah.
they're just losing like a lot of their forwards. Like this forward pack would have been their bench. Ready? Molo, Nichols, Finafiaki would have started.
Yeah.
Keely and Donahue.
I tell you what, Donahue.
Donahue
is a
goes
fucking
good.
Dog.
He
He's a
goes
good
so
player.
good. He was
Even-
playing centre.
Yeah, and he's
He's good.
versatile, but he's just he runs hard, he tackles hard.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of speed around the rock.
He's a good
He-
player.
yeah, I
Even
like
that
him.
Keely goes all right at second
Keely
row.
goes
Yeah, he has a go. So
they're
all these
playing
players
well.
are lifting and doing their job for the Dolphins.
But I feel like if we want to make finals South, that is, this is the week to win.
This is our grand
This is
final. It's our grand final right
The
here.
GF.
We don't win, get the fucking texter out.
Wow.
Have to win this week. I'm telling you.
Yeah, right. All right, so you going South, Mick?
I'm going South on
Okay,
this
yeah.
one.
Next game probably could be the
One
game
of the
round.
games
One
of
of
the
the game of the
rounds.
rounds. Storm $1.33, Sharks $3.30.
Yep, Storm won 7 of the last 10 versus Sharks, and they're back at home.
Mm.
They lost to Sharks at Shark Park a few weeks ago,
Yep,
and now they're at home. Amy Park, different story.
they're just not playing well.
They're not playing great.
they're a team-
Bellamy was fucking furious.
Yeah.
And he had a right to be because that was so scrappy. They're lucky
Yeah.
they won that.
Yeah,
Last
they're
week.
they're lucky they
They
got
were
away
very
with
lucky
that.
they won. They did not play
So
great.
lucky.
But Sharks, I don't know with the Sharks.
Sharks
anymore.
had that game as well before Katoa Sin bin. Like,
I just don't know with them anymore. Like,
because Sharks could have easily won that 13 plus, and then we're like, holy shit, Sharks are the real deal. Like, they just toppled
one week they
Broncos.
look like they're going to win the comp, and then the week after they just look
Yeah.
like they're going to come last.
a lot of inconsistency, isn't it?
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, does some change need to happen? Like,
I don't know what it is, but I don't. Is it when Atkinson comes on for McInnes? That's the only thing I can put it down to because
Did Atkinson play?
He played.
He played late in the second half, and then that's sort of when they collapsed a bit. But they also had a man down for a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, there's good signs for Sharkies.
to Brayley's credit, he's just come out of the
yeah,
woodwork.
he's been great the last 2 weeks.
So good.
Any quick play the ball, he's going.
He's gone.
Playing really well.
And he has
Yeah.
to do it because he's great
Even
with
Yeah.
the ball.
the right edge, Hines and Nicker are working
Yeah.
better together. Like they're actually
Nickera,
doing a
best
bit.
hole run in the game.
Oh, seriously.
just fucking runs the best line. So.
Where's the support though?
Yeah.
He gets through in the
Yeah,
two
I
of the
think
times.
Kennedy was there
Oh.
once, and the
Yeah.
other times no.
Oh Jesus!
I'm gonna go Storm. I can't really see them losing. They only lose Howarth. Coates is back.
You can't tip against the Storm at Amy Park.
Not at
It's the
home.
golden rule.
Storm at home.
It's a golden rule. You don't tip against them.
Jimmy, will you be tipping against them?
I'll go the Storm.
Okay, we're all going
Cool.
Storm.
And
And
then
then the Spoon Bowl.
Spoon Bowl, last game of the round. Titans $2.25, Cowboys $1.65.
Yeah,
feel
Cows
like-
have won 5 of the last 7 versus Titans.
Broken record. Like, come on here every week. Titans actually do not know how to defend.
They can't, but they can sort of attack.
But it's the
Got a
same
bit
thing
of points
every
in
year.
them.
They got some points, but they're now no Jane.
But they concede 30 every week.
I know.
You cannot do that for a rugby
But
league
Cows
team.
have been conceding 40, 50, 30. You know,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
there could be points in this. Like 2 bad defensive teams lately going against
Well,
each
last
other.
time we versed them, they were up at half time, and then we just ran over the top of them in the second half.
That's the usual story, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm
I don't know.
set-
Like Clifford comes back in, Purdue moves to centre, but yeah, I don't think that. You see our defense. Some of the tries that we're conceding is just schoolboy stuff. Like
It's. I think there's not many. I think Hess is really trying. When he came
Hess
on,
is
I
going
can
good.
say genuinely he gave a lot of effort. Like
Yeah.
he was going crazy.
Did Hess
But
score?
not everyone was matching that energy. They looked flat. They looked like
Like
they didn't want
Lolo's
to
out
be
for another
there.
6 weeks or something.
I don't know what's going on. Has Payton lost the dressing room? Who knows? I don't know. but
Robson and Cotter
he's-
come back,
Yeah,
which is
they're big inclusion.
huge.
I just think like a lot of their losses recently has been purely based on Origin. Like that heavy
Yeah.
defeat you guys copped 2 weeks back, you had like half your team out.
Yeah, we probably had like half the
Yeah.
squad out. So, like, there's been excuses, but it's also like you want players to step up.
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
given the
you don't want to get
opportunity.
pumped. You want to,
You know, and-
you want to stay in the battle. So
Like, it's just been such a tough watch. Like, anytime we're on our line, it's like, no, we're going to concede here.
yeah.
Doesn't
Just
even
gotta let
look
him
like
in.
we're going to.
And then you guys sort of compile your errors and penalties with tries.
Yeah.
And it just gets worse and worse for you guys.
we'll score and then drop the ball off to kick off.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
And then you'll concede a try and then give a penalty away and
Yeah.
let them down the other end. Like, I don't know. This is a hard one to pick, but I think
I'm going to go the Cows, but yeah, I'm
gonna-
more hopeful. Than
I'm going
this.
Cowboys.
I'm getting
for sure.
Titans vibes. I'm just going to go Titans.
What?
Okay.
I'm going to
You're
do
gonna
it.
go
I'm going to go
Titans.
Titans. I think they're going to win a game. It's now.
Oh,
This is the game they
Jesus.
can win. In
Who'd
the,
they beat?
Queensland derby.
Who Titans beat recently?
Manly.
Yeah. That
Oh.
was a shock upset.
That was Manly couldn't have played any worse.
Yeah, that was Manly. That's
Yeah.
why I'm off Manly. They just do that.
All right, listener questions to finish this week off. First one at Dre_Falanico. Who would be your player to put on the new NRL game cover?
Apparently it's Cleary.
Is that
Yeah, I think it's going to be Nathan Cleary.
And
And
I mean, you'd have to, right? Markability is our best player.
who
Most
would
followed.
you want to be on the cover?
Who would I want?
Yeah,
Latrell.
yeah, that's fair.
And I think that's fair enough with his highlights reel.
Yeah, I feel like
Probably Cleary makes sense.
Like, I think Ponga also makes
yeah,
sense.
don't hate Ponga.
I think you got to go through your
Yeah.
marketable
I think like
players.
Cameron Munster would make sense, or Stephen Crichton.
Yeah, Cleary
Yeah.
will be okay. I could see that.
You know, like Reece Walsh.
Walsh is good.
Who was on the last one?
I think it was Adam Reynolds.
Wow,
Was it that? Was that?
It was that one.
It
You
was
remember
that long ago, eh?
The one that I love is the one with Steve Price.
Steve Price. Yeah,
That's
that
the best
was-
one.
That was a
That
good
was
game.
good.
Yeah.
That was the best one.
Are you guys going to buy the new game?
I think
you
so.
have to.
Yeah.
And then you
Apparently
just
I
there's
don't
an
even have a
ultimate-
PlayStation. I
There's
have
an
to buy
ultimate
that
team.
in the game.
Oh, that's bad. Mine's over there. I haven't
Yeah.
plugged it in recently, so need to.
yeah. So
So who do you reckon? Who would you want? You probably
I'd
want
probably go
Purdue
KP.
or something, eh?
KP.
KP, yeah.
I'll go Latrell with the kangaroo celeb.
I'll just go Cleary. Nah. But if I'm not
the
not
actual
picking
cover.
if I'm
No,
not
like, who
picking
would you
Cleary,
actually want?
I think it has to be Cleary.
No, who would you
Who
actually
do
do
I
you
want? I'd be happy if it was Latrell. But I don't want to copy Mick. So I'm going to go Cleary or... Who did I say before?
Munster.
Munster. Cleary, Munster.
Okay.
Yeah, or even Critter. I'm happy with any of them.
What about like a big boy, like a front rower?
Haas.
You want Haas on the cover?
Well, that could go hard. It could be Haas.
Or like, what about
You
like,
can't really do
Fisher
like a yo.
Harris?
You can't do a yo. Nah, I don't think you could do it. Maybe in New Zealand you can rebrand it for fish, but yeah.
All right.
Happy with Cleary.
Next question at Bailey_Clayton. What's happened to Gnocchi? Has she lost her spark?
You know what it was? It was too much eating, not enough walking in the off season, and she just came into this year a shell of herself. Last year, 84% strike rate.
Yeah.
This year, she's down to 53 or some shit. So what
Rubbish.
we've done?
She's no good.
What we've done? We said, Gnocchi,
That's it.
you're going to the training paddock. you're walking 5 times a week.
Yeah.
You're going to do sprints 3 times a week. You're not going to overeat, and you're having a month off.
I think she peaked, and she's had enough.
And then she tipped
went on the Today Show.
Queensland one.
She's like, you know what? That's it.
She tipped everything correct last season, and she was like, "Guys, I've done the job."
Yeah,
Like,
I think she needs a spell. We're going to give her a break, and she'll be back though. Yeah, the spark is definitely gone.
Next one, at Liam_Heatho16. Yo for Karaz, a good draft trade.
Bro, whoever's getting Karaz, fucking accept that now.
Accept it straight away.
Accept it now. Don't think twice. Don't pass go. Just fucking do it. Yo,
Really?
like last year, yo, different gravy. This year, yo, probably like a 60 average.
Yeah, Karaz is good.
Karaz is one of the best centre wings.
So accept it.
Accept it. Send it.
So Liam's
whatever you
going to
have
listen
to
to
do.
this. Do you hope he's
Liam, I hope you're getting Karaz. Otherwise, you're not listening to us enough.
Fair play. Next one, at Mike_cool1322. Would the Roosters become a premiership threat or at least a dark horse when Walker comes in?
I'd say more of a dark horse.
Tell you what, they're going
Yeah.
about their business.
The young
just
players
quietly.
are playing good. Faketti's been good.
Oh, man.
Toia, we touched on it. Marky Mark.
Well, remember, like everyone was
Billy
saying,
Smith.
they,
Billy's playing good. Even defensively.
like they
he's
lost
really
so
good.
many players, but like they have 2 people running for Rookie of the Year. So it just shows you that the depth
Yeah.
already
Even
covered
like Blake Steep's been good in the middle.
Naff
He's
White.
impressed me. Naff's been gone.
Naff
he
stepped
just
up a
got
lot.
re-signed.
Say
so
White's
fair
got
play.
injured, but I thought he's been good
He
this
was
year.
good.
Yeah, he
before
was
that.
good.
Sandon's lifted a lot. Even
Savala?
Savala. The kicking game. Like, it's all these young
Tedesco?
kids. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's
He's not
promising.
young, but he's still going
No,
good.
but then he's like,
yeah, he's still
in
playing good
form.
footy.
So-
So I think dark horse, yeah.
Do you reckon
Yeah.
they'll make the 8?
I think so. At the start of the year, I didn't think so, but now
They're on
I'm
that
like,
line of like just win a few more games in your ear.
If they
Yeah.
scrape in, Walker's in
yeah,
form.
with Sammy back, it's
like they can-
could add
they
a
can
lot
do
to
some
that
damage.
side.
They probably don't have the squad to win a premiership like now, given that they lost so many players. But
Yeah.
They're rebuilding really good though. You know, yeah, as we said, all the young kids next year after success will come. I think. Yeah.
Last question for this week, at Cruz Irwin. How do you think Grant Anderson will go at Broncos?
it's a weird one. I actually forgot he signed there.
Yeah,
but
I know.
the way he's been playing for Storm has been really, really strong.
He can play any position in that back line.
Yeah.
Like he's such a good winger, and he can play center as well.
Yeah.
It's an underrated
fills in the
signing.
halves, like-
I'm surprised Bellamy let him go. It's someone like I can see Bellamy like loving as a player.
Yeah.
Because he just does everything so well. Like whatever he has to do.
Would you play him wing or center when you at the Broncos? Because obviously they've re-signed Staggs and they got Shibasaki. Left wing spots Karapani now and
Yeah, probably put
Arthurs.
him on the wing.
Probably on the
He's a
wing,
better
yeah.
winger from what
Yeah.
I've seen.
But he's a good utility to have because he covers a few positions.
He can even play in the halves, right?
Yeah, he can play. He's filled in the
Yeah,
halves. Yeah,
he-
yeah.
he's
Played
He can
6
do everything.
before, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you reckon goes on with Cobbo?
I think he leaves before June 30. I heard
No,
Cowboys want him.
Cows want him. They blocked it.
They blocked it. And then
Yeah.
Dragons, what about that
Wait,
one?
who blocked it?
Broncos blocked it before June 30.
What about Dragons? Have they blocked that
I
one?
don't know.
I
but
reckon that
Yeah.
probably won't get rid of him before.
I think
June
he's
30.
going either now or the end of the year.
I think
Where's he gonna go
Dragons
next
offered
year?
like double.
Next year, could go to Dragons, could go to
Cows?
South, Eels, I don't know.
Hey,
There's options. Cows? Yeah.
we see.
Problem is he's a winger that wants a lot of money and the form
Not
hasn't
this
been
yarn
there.
again.
Yeah.
Not worth
Don't
it.
Can't
get
go
Mick,
through
don't
this
get
yard.
Mick
All right,
started
but
on wingers.
You said
and
700K last time.
Oh,
he's still
no.
paying
If he's,
700.
if he's playing fullback.
No.
Oh, come on.
Can't change. Are you paying 700K
He's
for
signing
Cobbo?
Cobbo for 700.
Maybe 600.
So you lost 100K in 2 weeks.
He's lost 100. I'm just not playing. I do want to say, though, if anyone wants to see us do live streams in the NRL on YouTube, let us know because we're considering
Thinking about it.
We're considering
Thinking
trying
about
it,
it.
you know?
Yeah.
So if you really want it and we see there's interest there, we might even do it this week for the Warriors-Broncos game. Maybe. We'll see how we go. If we're going out Friday night, so if we're not too hungover, we'll do it.
Yeah.
But you got to want it. So let us know in the comments if you want to see NRL live streams. And yeah, that's all from me.
That's all from me.
That's all from me.
Have a good week.
See ya,
See you guys.